Okay guys, I don't really know how this video would work out. This video would probably be particularly difficult for me because in this box that I ordered from strumentimusicali.net, there's a really uncommon instrument, at least for what I'm used to. I know that lately I made some videos with more kind of a vintage type of tones, so I don't want to upset anyone that's more traditionalist, but let's give it a try and let's see what's gonna happen trying out an instrument that is growing a lot among the new generation of players. Before opening this box, I kindly ask you to subscribe to my channel, since the majority of you that are watching my videos are not, and that will be incredibly helpful for me to make this channel bigger and produce more quality content. And now let's proceed with the unboxing. Okay, the guitar that I have in my hands is a Strandberg Boden original NX8 with this really recognizable look, chambered ash body with maple top, maple neck with bird's eye maple fretboard. It's an headless design, as you can see, and we have the tuners here. Fishman Fluence pickups, and it's incredibly lightweight and comfortable to play. The neck profile is kind of unique. It's called ender neck that ergonomically follow the movement of your wrists along the fretboard. It feels surprisingly natural actually, especially with a wide fretboard as this is. Of course, it doesn't inspire me to play any traditional blues stuff. It's surely more modern, and with this 20 inches radius, it really pushes me to play more of a legato style of soloing. I made some research on 8-strings instrument, and actually it didn't start with gent and prog metal stuff, but actually the first guitar players that played an 8-string guitar were two Italians of the 19th century, Luigi Legnani and Giulio Regondi. I couldn't find any record of them, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't progressive metal. Fast forward to present days, we have Paul Galbraith, I don't know if this is the correct pronunciation, Egberto Gismondi, and another Italian, Livio Gianola, that play more classical style 8-strings guitar that I think you should check out because they're really amazing. In jazz, the most famous guitar players with 8-string guitars is Charlie Hunter, another virtuoso that, as you could probably imagine, takes advantages of the lower strings for his walking bass lines played simultaneously with chords and melodic lines. Absolutely incredible. Regarding modern rock and metal music, seems like that Meshuggah were among the first ones to incorporate 8-string guitars in their music for low chug capabilities, and many bands would follow, like Periphery and other gent and prog metal bands that are really cool. Even John Petrucci of Dream Theater just released his signature 8-string guitar. However, the guitar player that impressed me the most with the 8 strings is Tosin Abasi from the band Animals as Leaders, that other than the low strings chugs, he applied other cool techniques on this instrument that I'll discuss in a minute. Oh, another great player is Per Nilsson, that plays on many bands, one of these are Meshuggah, and he made all the demo videos for Strandberg guitars. Monster player. The standard tuning of this instrument is basically like a standard 6-string tuning, but with a low B and a low F sharp, even if many players tune down the F sharp to an E. In this way you can play easily bar chords because you'll have the 5th and the octave down just with your index finger. But with the standard tuning in F sharp, for me it's way easier to see scales, especially if you apply 3 notes per string's shapes. I found myself intuitively run down the neck with the correct notes, simply because the same geometries of the 6 strings apply also here. And to me it's easier to see blocks of 2 strings together. So in this fashion, the 8 strings to me is more logical than the 7 strings and a bit easier to play, surprisingly. Now let's talk about the fun stuff. What can we play on this instrument? Besides doing the classic that actually it's pretty fun anyway, inspired by Tosin Abasi, we can experiment with the tapping in this way. Having more extension to this instrument, it lets you think in a more pianistic terms, and it lets you experiment with more complex and complete harmonies compared to the classic 6-string guitar. Then we can borrow some techniques from bass players like Slap in this way. You can play with clean or distorted sound. In the latter, just remember not to exaggerate with bass in the EQ. You can experiment with different pickup combinations and with a booster to cut the bass frequencies even more. Another pretty cool technique is selective picking, a really cool way to play your instrument that blends picked notes with just legato with hammer-ons from nowhere ones. You can use this technique also on the 6 strings, but with the 8 it became more popular. Now, it would be a great idea to learn some songs depending on your favorite bands, but they're not super simple and easy to play. Instead, I wanted to try to compose a mini track with the techniques that I practiced for this week. I hope you like it, and it goes like this. I have to say that I'm really surprised by this guitar, and I really enjoyed this short trip in the 8 strings world. And I really would like to improve and explore more of these musical territories. I think it's kind of refreshing, and once you overcome the skepticism and maybe the fear of playing an instrument like this one, you can have a lot of fun. I hope you liked this video, and I hope to make you want to try an instrument like this, just to get out the comfort zone maybe, that sometimes can be quite refreshing, as I said earlier. I want to thank again strumentimusicali.net that gave me the chance to make this video. Of course, you can find all the links of this and other 8 strings guitars in the description down below. If you haven't already, please consider subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out bringing new fresh content, and you won't miss any other video of mine. And that's pretty much it for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Ciao!